Have you ever wondered why some people seem to just radiate happiness and fulfillment, while others are stuck in a rut, feeling like something is missing? What if I told you that the key to unlocking a truly meaningful life lies within you, waiting to be discovered? This journey we are embarking on, it's all about self-knowledge, understanding who you are at your core, and how this understanding can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Think about it for a second. You are a unique individual, unlike anyone else in this vast world. You have your own set of talents, passions, strengths, and weaknesses. You have a unique potential, a calling, if you will, that is yours and yours alone. The ancient Greeks called this your daimon, your inner spirit, your guiding force. Socrates, one of the greatest philosophers of all time, believed that understanding this inner daimon was the most important pursuit in life. He famously said, "Know thyself." And he wasn't just talking about knowing your favorite color or what you like to eat for breakfast. He was talking about a deep, profound understanding of your true nature, your essence, your purpose. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I even begin to figure out what my daimon is? Well, it's not always easy, and it often involves a journey of exploration, of trying new things, of stepping outside your comfort zone, and maybe even failing a few times along the way. But trust me, the journey itself is part of the reward. Let me share a story with you. Imagine a young woman named Sarah. From the time she was a little girl, Sarah loved to draw. She would spend hours lost in her own world, creating fantastical creatures and vibrant landscapes. But as she grew older, she started to doubt herself. Her parents, well-meaning as they were, encouraged her to pursue a more practical career, something that would guarantee a stable income. They told her that art was just a hobby, not a real job. So Sarah buried her passion and went to college to study accounting. She got a good job at a reputable firm, made a decent living, but something was missing. She felt a constant sense of unease, a nagging feeling that she wasn't living up to her full potential. She was good at her job, but her heart wasn't in it. One day, a friend invited Sarah to an art exhibition. As she walked through the gallery, surrounded by the vibrant colors and expressive brushstrokes, something inside her awakened. It was like a long dormant part of her soul was coming back to life. She realized that she couldn't ignore her passion any longer. It took a lot of courage, but Sarah decided to take a leap of faith. She started taking art classes in the evenings, and she rediscovered the joy and fulfillment that came from creating. Eventually, she quit her accounting job and dedicated herself to art full-time. It wasn't easy, there were challenges and setbacks, but Sarah had never felt more alive. She had found her calling, her daimon, and she was finally living a life that was true to herself. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that each of us has a unique path to follow. It highlights the importance of listening to that inner voice, that intuitive sense of what feels right for you, even when it goes against the expectations of others or the norms of society. Now, parents play a crucial role in this journey. Ideally, they are our first guides, the ones who nurture our talents and encourage us to explore our interests. They can provide a safe and supportive environment where we feel free to discover who we are without fear of judgment. But sometimes, even with the best intentions, parents can inadvertently steer us in the wrong direction. They might project their own fears and limitations onto us, passing down limiting beliefs that hold us back. They might say things like, "You're not good at math," or "You'll never make a living as an artist," or "You should focus on getting a stable job," without realizing the impact those words can have. These beliefs, often rooted in their own experiences or societal pressures, can become ingrained in our subconscious, shaping our self-perception and limiting our potential. This isn't to blame our parents. They often do the best they can with what they know. But it's important to recognize that their beliefs are not necessarily our truths. We have the power to challenge those limiting beliefs and define our own path. Think about the messages you received as a child. Were you encouraged to follow your passions? Or were you pushed towards a certain path that didn't feel authentic to you? What beliefs about yourself did you internalize from your parents or other significant figures in your life? Are those beliefs serving you, or are they holding you back? These are important questions to ponder. Your answers may unlock significant insights into your current life and future path. Another important aspect to consider is our education system. Traditionally, education has focused heavily on cognitive development, on memorizing facts and figures, on passing tests and getting good grades. But what about emotional intelligence? What about learning how to manage our emotions, how to build healthy relationships, how to cope with stress and adversity? These skills are just as crucial, if not more so, for a fulfilling life. Yet, they are often neglected in our schools. How many of us were taught how to deal with anxiety, how to cultivate gratitude, how to navigate difficult conversations, or how to find joy in the simple things? Very few. We are taught algebra and history, but not how to understand and manage our own inner world. The ancient Greeks had a concept called arete, which can be translated as excellence or virtue, but it's more than just being good at something. It's about striving to reach your full potential in all areas of your life, cultivating your strengths and living in accordance with your values. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, not just for your own sake, but for the benefit of society as a whole. This pursuit of excellence is a lifelong journey, a continuous process of self-improvement and growth. It requires us to be honest with ourselves, to acknowledge our weaknesses, and to work on them diligently. It also requires us to celebrate our strengths and to use them in service of something greater than ourselves. And here's the thing, self-knowledge is the key to this whole process. How can you strive for excellence if you don't know what you're capable of? How can you improve yourself if you don't know where you need to improve? How can you find your purpose if you don't know who you are? It's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. You might end up with something that looks like a house, but it won't be very sturdy or functional. Self-knowledge allows you to assess yourself accurately, to see your strengths and weaknesses clearly without the distortions of ego or self-doubt. It allows you to set realistic goals, to make informed decisions, and to take action that is aligned with your values and aspirations. And it allows you to appreciate your own progress, to celebrate your achievements, and to find joy in the journey. Think about it. When you accomplish something that you've worked hard for, something that is meaningful to you, don't you feel a sense of satisfaction, a sense of pride, a sense of fulfillment? That's the feeling of aligning with your true self, of living in accordance with your daimon. It's a feeling of being fully alive, fully engaged, fully present in your own life. Now, let's contrast two different approaches to life. On one hand, we have what I like to call the exuberant approach. This is the person who embraces life with open arms, who is curious, engaged, and passionate about learning and growing. They are not afraid to take risks, to try new things, to step outside their comfort zone. They are constantly seeking to expand their horizons, to deepen their understanding of themselves and the world around them. They are active participants in their own lives, shaping their own destiny. They are like a vibrant, flourishing tree, constantly reaching for the sun, growing stronger and more beautiful with each passing season. On the other hand, we have what I call the couch potato approach. This is the person who is passive, disengaged, and apathetic. They are content to just go through the motions of life without ever really questioning anything or striving for anything more. They are afraid of change, afraid of failure, afraid of the unknown. They are like a stagnant pond slowly becoming overgrown with weeds and algae. They let life happen to them rather than taking an active role in creating the life they want. Which approach resonates more with you? Are you living your life to the fullest, or are you just getting by? Are you actively pursuing your goals and dreams, or are you letting fear and inertia hold you back? These are not easy questions to answer, but they are important ones to ask. The answers may point you towards significant changes and growth. One of the biggest obstacles to self-knowledge is the presence of filters, the biases and distortions that cloud our perception of ourselves and the world around us. These filters can be internal, such as our own limiting beliefs, fears, and insecurities, or they can be external, such as societal expectations, cultural norms, and the opinions of others. These filters can prevent us from seeing ourselves clearly, from recognizing our true potential, and from making choices that are aligned with our authentic selves. Imagine trying to look at a beautiful landscape through a dirty window. You might be able to make out some of the shapes and colors, but your view will be obscured, distorted, and incomplete. That's what it's like trying to understand yourself through the lens of these filters. You might catch glimpses of your true nature, but you won't be able to see the full picture. One of the most important tasks in the journey of self-knowledge is to clean these windows, to remove these filters so that we can see ourselves and the world around us more clearly. This requires a willingness to challenge our own assumptions, to question our beliefs and to be open to new perspectives. It requires us to be honest with ourselves, even when it's uncomfortable. And this brings us back to the role of education. A truly effective education system should not only equip us with knowledge and skills, but also help us develop emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and a sense of purpose. It should teach us how to think critically, how to manage our emotions, how to build healthy relationships, and how to find meaning and fulfillment in our lives. It should help us to identify and challenge our limiting beliefs, to overcome our fears, and to develop the resilience we need to navigate the challenges of life. It should encourage us to explore our passions, to discover our talents, and to find our unique place in the world. Furthermore, education should also embrace pleasure, both physical and spiritual, as an integral part of a meaningful life. The pursuit of knowledge and self-discovery should be enjoyable, engaging, and fulfilling. Learning should be a source of joy, not just a means to an end. When we find pleasure in what we do, we are more likely to be motivated, engaged, and successful. This means creating learning environments that are stimulating, interactive, and relevant to students' lives. It means valuing creativity, curiosity, and critical thinking. It means fostering a love of learning that will last a lifetime. So where do you go from here? How do you embark on this journey of self-discovery? Start by paying attention to your inner voice, that intuitive sense of what feels right for you. What activities make you lose track of time? What are you naturally drawn to? What are you curious about? What brings you joy? Explore these areas, even if they seem impractical or unconventional. Don't be afraid to experiment, to try new things, to step outside your comfort zone. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend workshops, talk to people who inspire you. Seek out mentors and guides who can offer support and wisdom along the way. Practice self-reflection through journaling, meditation, or simply taking quiet walks in nature. Pay attention to your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions to different situations. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What does this tell me about myself? What is important to me? Remember, self-knowledge is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a lifelong process of exploration, discovery, and growth. There will be times when you feel lost, confused, or uncertain. That's okay. It's part of the process. Embrace the uncertainty, embrace the challenges, and trust that you will find your way. And as you continue on this path, remember to be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Acknowledge your setbacks, learn from them, and keep moving forward. So know thyself, the ancient imperative, is not just a philosophical concept, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to embark on the most important journey of your life, the journey to discover who you truly are and what you are capable of. It's a journey that will lead you to a life of greater purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. A life where you are not just existing, but truly living, where you are not just surviving, but thriving. It is about actualizing your nature at its most sublime point, transforming your potential into reality. It's about finding your unique place in the world and making a positive impact on those around you. The path to self-knowledge is not always easy, but it is always rewarding. So take that first step. Start your journey today. You won't regret it. And as you navigate this path, remember that you are not alone. We are all on this journey together, striving to become the best versions of ourselves. The world needs your unique talents, your unique perspective, your unique contribution. And the only way to fully offer those gifts is to first discover them within yourself. This journey of self-discovery is the foundation upon which a truly fulfilling life is built. And it all begins with you, right here, right now. Are you ready to begin?